We shall now begin the first round, live news reading for the English category. We invite the first contestant, E1 Ivor Tan Jia Chen from SMK St. George's, Penang.
Good afternoon, you're watching HCTV News. On the local news, Gurney Plaza Penang's CCTV system will be capturing images of shoppers at the mall's entry point and exit points starting next month. This mall's initiative to take images of the customers is to prevent the mall's operations manager, Joachim Bock, said that the new machines would be installed as their commitment to improve the safety of the customers. The public is urged to be cautious at all times following the recent attempted kidnap and rape of Chin Sin Chi at the car park in Curve at Selangor recently. Moving on, we bring you news live from Little India, Penang.
Thanks, Ivor. Hello there. Today we are recording live from Little India, Penang, a place rich with culture and heritage. Little India, located within the heart of Georgetown, is one of UNESCO's World Heritage Site. It's the home of the oldest Hindu temple in Penang, the Sri Mariamman Temple. As you make your way through along the streets in Little India, you will find shops selling everything Indian, from gorgeous silk, sari materials, to an endless variety of delicious Indian foods such as the aromatic biryani rice, the juicy tandoori chicken, to the deep-fried samosas. This is definitely a one-stop hotspot you have to visit. Today, beside me, we have Scott, a tourist from Canada. So Scott, tell me, what brings you here to Little India?
Well, I've been traveling through Malaysia, and I have a guidebook that tells me good neighborhoods to visit with good food. Indian food is my favorite type of food, so I've been sampling the street vendors and different restaurants around, so that's what the main reason, I think, is the food.
What is the most interesting, distinctive point you find interesting in this place?
The music, the music that is blasting out of the stereos around the different streets is really loud, and there's like next door to each other, they're playing different things, and it's almost like a competition. I like that. I like the music. It's good.
And that's all for this week's segment of Around Malaysia in 30 Days. I'm Ivor Tan reporting for HCTV News. Back to you at the studio.
And that's all for this hour. Stay tuned for more updates. I'm Ivor Tan. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. We call on the second contestant, E2 Vivian Tang Chia Yen from Penang Chinese Girl Private High School.
Hi, welcome to HCTV World Scene with me, Vivian Tang. Today we bring you the full scope on a controversial prison located off the coast of Norway. Traditional prisons are aimed at punishing convicts. However, on Bastoy Island, scenes synonymous with a holiday camp rather than a maximum security prison reach your eyes. Established in 1982, the prison is often called the holiday version of Alcatraz. According to the prison's governor, Arne Nilsson, the prison is aimed at reforming prisoners. He said, quote, "What is the point of punishment except for leaning toward the primitive side of humanity," unquote. Controversial as it may be, it seems that Bastoy is showing results. Only 16% of its prisoners re-offend within 2 years of release, 1/3 that of the US. Only time will tell if posh prisons are really the key to reducing our crime rates. Starting this week, HCTV News is dedicating a special segment for avid travelers with an eye for local hotspots. For our premiere edition, our correspondent Vivian Tang takes to the streets of Little India.
Thank you. This is Vivian Tang reporting live from Little India. As you can see, we are currently situated in front of the Sri Mariamman Temple, an icon of Little India. Boosting a wide array of food and items synonymous with Indian culture, the cultural flavors of Little India are further enriched, with shops playing Tamil, even Bollywood music at full blast. Hi, we have Mr. David with us here today. What is it that keeps you coming back to Little India when you come to Penang?
Well, I'm basically I'm really into Hindu culture, and I've been going to India many times also. So when I come here, it's like going to India.
Well, Little India is actually located on a street which houses a mosque, a Chinese temple, and also a church. What do you think is the significance of so many religious sites located on the same place?
I'm not sure what the significance is, but I think it's very interesting and unusual, and it's a good thing, you know, that people from different cultures can all get along together.
That's all for today. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you very much. As time goes on, we hope that this enclave will survive the changes of life and continue to stand strong as a symbol of unity among different religions. That's all for today. This is Vivian Tang reporting live for HCTV News. Back to you, Vivian.
Thank you. That's all for your daily dose of World Scene and our sneak peek at our first ever travel edition. Do stay tuned for more news updates later this hour. This is Vivian Tang. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you. Next, we have the third contestant, E3, Jesslyn Tang Chia Ling from Penang Chinese Girls Private High School.
Good afternoon, I'm Jesslyn Tang and you're watching HCTV News, live from our studios at Gurney Plaza. On the business news today, SP Setia Berhad will be allocating 1 billion ringgit yearly to acquire new land for future development in the Klang Valley, Penang and Iskandar, Malaysia. After the company's award-winning Setia Eco Gardens project bagged the FIA BCI Prix d'Excellence Award recently, President and Chief Executive Officer Tan Sri Liu Ki Sin said that replenishing its land bank in the shortest time possible would place the company in a better position compared with other developers. During the award ceremony in St. Petersburg, he said that, quote, "Sufficient land bank is the lifeline for us developers, without which we could not properly plan our future projects," unquote. Now, as the annual Georgetown Festival went off to a brilliant start yesterday, we sent our correspondent to the heart of the Heritage Zone to find out what really makes our cultural heritage an international treasure. Over to you, Jesslyn.
Thank you, Jesslyn. Hi, I'm Jesslyn Tang, reporting live from the entrance of Kukong Sea. With 650 years of history, Leongsan Tong Kukong Sea is one of the most distinctive Chinese clan associations in Malaysia. Perhaps the most majestic clan house in the whole of Southeast Asia, Kukong Sea entered the limelight once again in July of 2008, when the inner city of Georgetown was inscribed on the UNESCO World Heritage List. Okay, hi, here we have Haley and Didier from the UK. Now, I understand you guys are a couple, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and this is your first time in Penang?
Yes.
So, how do you find Penang so far?
We've only been here a day, but so far we're really enjoying it. There's a lot of things to look at, a lot of interesting temples, and the food's been amazing so far.
Okay, yes. Well, after being to Kukong Sea, what do you think is Kukong Sea's specialty?
I think that it's really decorative. There's a lot of colour there. It's really interesting to look at. It shows a lot of the history.
Okay, well, that's all for now. Thank you again for participating in the interview. It was a pleasure interviewing you guys, and I hope you enjoy your stay in Penang. Okay, thank you. Okay, that's all for this segment. For HCTV News, I'm Jesslyn Tang. Back to you, Jesslyn.
Thank you, Jesslyn. The annual Georgetown Festival will end on the 15th of July, exactly 1 month from now. So will you be joining in the celebrations as well? For HCTV News, I'm Jesslyn Tang. Thank you for watching and have a pleasant afternoon.